If you commute anywhere in the East Valley around the US 60, chances are you know what's going on here. The US 60 closing down. Fortunately, it's on the way out of town, away from Phoenix, as opposed to going into Phoenix, because of a major fire and crash involving almost a dozen vehicles. Anita Roman live near the scene of that accident. The freeway's been shut down all morning, Anita. Oh, it looks like it still is.
It's still shut down. We are standing in the middle of it. This is the SUV that was hit by the dump truck, and the sun cooperating, not cooperating. You can see it is incredible that nobody was hurt. There's the dump truck, you guys. I mean, you really don't even know how to describe this wreckage. Here's another vehicle. We had a total of 11 vehicles hit. This Lexus was about third in line here, and this is Sean. He was driving the car. You said it just came at you, the dump truck.
Oh, yeah, it just came right in front of us, and I had to immediately brake as soon as I saw it, and I just came within inches of hitting the vehicles and all the debris and tires. And a couple seconds later, I was rear end from behind. But immediately, the car was already on fire, and people just jumped out and going in, in there trying to pull out whoever was in the vehicles.
So both the SUV as well as the dump truck were on fire.
Yes.
And you mentioned that it was just within seconds, and that you didn't even realize the dump truck was coming from the opposite direction of the highway.
No, I didn't know at all. I thought their tire blew, and I thought they just swerved to the right, but apparently they came from the opposite side, and I didn't even know it at the time. And you said the heat was so intense, you actually had to back your car up several times. Oh yeah. Yeah, we had to back up several times. Its flames got bigger and bigger and bigger, and this is really strong, so we had to back up a vehicle 2 times.
And you're okay, miraculously.
Oh yeah,
okay.
No, I mean I'm fine. I was miraculously, the other people in the fire, I mean, they were okay. That's the big miracle, is that no one got seriously injured.
Wow. Let me introduce you guys to Captain Steve Harris with DPS, and that is one of the things we're hearing from you as well. Miraculous that no one was hurt. A total of 11 cars involved.
That's correct. When you have a dump truck break through the median barrier and strike vehicles on the opposite direction at highway speeds, to have nobody injured is absolutely incredible.
So take us through what happened. The dump truck was actually traveling in the westbound lane.
That's correct. So the dump truck was traveling westbound. Another vehicle, we believe a Chevy Impala, started to lose control, swerved out of control. Traffic started braking. The dump truck started braking, trying to avoid striking vehicles. It lost control and then struck the median barrier wall, and because of the angle he struck it at, he actually crashed through the median barrier wall, and several other vehicles were either struck by debris or struck his truck.
And one minor injury, and that is to the driver of the dump truck.
Correct. He hurt his hand when he crashed through the barrier wall.
Do you know how he was able to get out of the truck? Because the truck's on fire, and the cab looks okay, but what a scary situation. Yeah,
fire is primal fear for fire, and for all the people that get out of the vehicles before anybody was seriously injured or burned, it's a miracle that they were able to open the doors of their vehicles to get out.
What about this SUV? How many people were inside this SUV out here?
I believe there's only one inside the SUV, and as you can see by the damage, that's a pretty incredible impact, and then to have the presence of mind to get out of it when your vehicle's on fire and being able to get out of a vehicle.
And not hurt, uninjured.
Not hurt, exactly.
Oh my goodness. And so really quick, as we're wrapping, how much longer is this closure going to be in place here?
The dump truck spilled a lot of diesel fuel, so we have to clean up the hazardous material, and there's a storm drain right there, so we have a lot of debris we need to clean up. We need to make sure the roadway is safe for people to drive on once we do open it. So we're looking at probably another hour.
Great. Thank you so much for all that information. Really appreciate it. Can we walk a little bit closer? I know we're wrapping here, you guys, but I just want to show you this because it is absolutely incredible. To the right, Mike, right there, that's an axle, if I'm not mistaken, from the dump truck. You can only imagine how that flew off. There are the tires, a couple of pieces, a bumper right there with the license plate, and then you can see that hole right where that dump truck went all the way through it. So just absolutely incredible. 11 cars total, 11 vehicles total involved. One minor injury. The dump truck driver injured his hand. And so again, if you're heading out this direction, DPS says the closure will last at least another hour to avoid the area.
Well, Anita, yeah, and if you can show me quickly again, that dump truck is totally off the ground, isn't it? It's up right now on like a crane or something. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's that's it. We've got Shamrock Towing out here, and I would say, yeah, it's a crane. It's definitely not your usual tow truck. So they're working pretty hard to get that out of the way as quickly as possible. But obviously there are some obstacles because as they're lifting it, pieces are falling off of it. And so they have to be as cautious as possible trying to get that out of the way. And I'm just amazed, you guys, by this axle that is laying right there. I mean, it must have just flown right off. You see all that diesel right in the middle of the highway. We have all of these tires. Look at how massive these tires are. It's just, it really is absolutely incredible to me. We've covered so many accidents out here that turn fatal, unfortunately, and it is incredible that no one was seriously hurt.
Absolutely agree with you on that, Anita. Great reporting out there.